What's happening, y'all? What's going on out there in the world today? Welcome to Reactivision. Today we got TikToks, the post-election craziest TikToks edition. Yeah, man. This right here gonna totally blow your mind away. No matter which side of the fence your ass sitting on. I know this gonna blow your mind away. We got a good 39-minute worth of videos. So we just go on ahead and get it popping. You understand? Thank y'all for coming out to the channel. Please subscribe to my channel. You can see the information all in the corner. I blasted it everywhere, man. Reactivision. Welcome to the Reactiverse, where we do nothing but TikToks and we just do reaction videos from them. We talk about them and we go from there. But without further ado, let's run these videos, man. Give me to 1,000 likes.
I really do not like crying on the internet, but I'm not even about to pretend like this some shit that I'm finna be embarrassed about, bro. Like, I ain't never been so fucking devastated behind an election. And it's just like, when you a black woman surrounded by black men, and they say all this shit like, oh, he's not that bad, and oh, he just hates everyone, bro. Like, it was my brother, homeboy, I was talking to the other day, a black man, and I found out that he's a Trump supporter. I'm like, he does not like you. And he was like, oh no, he just don't like everybody. What? So that's a good candidate for you? Someone who just fucking hates everybody? Like, what? And I'm fucking crying in my room this morning. My brother gonna come up in here and say, what's wrong with you? Like, he can't think of one possible reason why I would be upset right now, bro. These niggas are so fucking, they live on another planet. And it's because none of this shit affects men. That's why. Men don't give a fuck about nothing that don't directly affect them. If it does not directly affect men, they do not give a fuck. And motherfuckers hating women is the whole reason he got elected in the first place. The first time he got elected, he ran up against a woman. Second time he ran up against a man and it wasn't even a good fucking candidate and he lost. He ran up against a woman again and he won because y'all just fucking hate.
We're still here. People, when I got out of the car to...
For one, how do y'all feel about what she said? Me, speaking for myself and my black male surroundings, first of all, I didn't vote, so therefore you ain't even talking to me. So my reply doesn't even matter because you ain't talking to me. You talk to the man that voted for Trump, saying that they just cannot stand to see a woman, but they married to a woman, but they can't stand to see a woman in charge, but they married to a woman that's in charge. Make that make sense. That's coming Sunday, by the way, at 3 p.m. Make that make sense. While you up there getting all mad, you need to be mad at yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You need to be mad at yourself. You know what? Don't even be mad at yourself. Just be satisfied with the fact that you went out there and voted and you went out there and made your count matter. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But anyway, let's get back to these videos. There's just some more slander out there too, y'all.
I saw mailmen, people with their kids. I saw people living their lives, and that's what we have to do.
Well, Whoopi, what you saw with your own eyes is pretty much impossible because at least for the past 4 years, every single one of you on this show, including your friends in the mainstream media, you told Americans that Trump is like Hitler. You compared his supporters to Nazis. You called him a fascist, a racist, a dictator. And now that he is elected, you're telling me that Americans are going on with their lives? Like, why are you even sitting here, Joy? You said if elected, Trump will put you and Whoopi in jail for being comedians. Unfunny comedians, I should add. Maybe that should be a crime. I don't know. But all of you are sitting here and you are just fine. And that should not be the case if you really believed what you said about Trump. I don't understand.
Man, did you see their facial expressions? Did you see their facial expressions? I'm trying to tell you, man. And if it weren't for Trump, they wouldn't even be relevant, or anybody on their platform like that wouldn't be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Some can make it all being authentic, but some of them not going to be relevant just for the simple fact that you use this man, you use the hate of this man to fuel your show so people can come in and see that's feeling the same thing or trying to, go on, they're on the other side of the fence and try to start something, a split. You know what I'm saying? I call it a split. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for shit like that, Americans. You got to watch out for shit like that, human beings. I call us human beings. There ain't no black male, black woman, none of that. I call us human beings, period. But anyway, let's get back to these videos.
Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so pissed off. Fuck. God damn it.
What was your biggest takeaway from this election?
That was funny. You can't lie.
The biggest takeaway from this election is that the Democratic Party think black folks are stupid because they went and got the worst entertainers to talk to us. They went and got the lowest vibration of our black women to come talk to us. They didn't get no upstanding sister to talk to us, from Cardi B, Kelly Rowland. Homie, they didn't go get nobody. They would have got all entertainers who shake their ass and pop. So it has showed me that our black entertainers are puppets, and not only they puppets, nigga, they lapdogs, they bootlickers, and they hypocritical because the police shooters, wrongful convictions, women being abused. What about the sister that got killed in Mexico by her friends?
Yeah.
Homie, they never speak out on nothing until the
Bobby
politicians
spit some real truth.
them during the presidential election. Why don't they ever come out during the local election? We don't even know what Beyonce sound like if she ain't singing. So they don't never talk to us other than that. You Cardi B go from having sex with a pregnant baby, having sex married, to try to tell us who to vote for. Come on, homie. So it showed me that, homie, we cannot trust our black entertainers, homie. They lapdogs, bootlickers, and they don't have no independent thought of their own. Because, homie, why don't they ever speak to us? They don't go on social media until So Plies, DL Hughley, all of them, homie, they can't be for us because they don't talk to us, they talk at us. Soon as the politicians tell us to go vote, here they come. And these are the same people who were with Puffy during his vote or die. Remember Puffy? These are the same people that used Puffy for the vote or die. These are the same people who attend Puffy parties. So I'm saying, homie, the biggest takeaway I take away from this, homie, is that black people are we're at the bottom of the totem pole. We're the lowest, and they don't respect us. They honor our culture, but they don't respect it because our culture is detrimental. They honor it because it's a detriment to us. They don't respect our minds. They know we miseducated. They know we uninformed, and they know we ill-informed.
It has nothing to do with racism or sexism. It had to do.
Before we get to what you think about that, man, you know, you be speaking some real truth, but y'all just do not like the person who delivers the message. Y'all do not like the messenger, but y'all always be waiting on the message or an answer from God or answer from somebody that got some type of influence over you, like they got the solution for you and you gonna apply it. The problem is we ain't applying none of the pressure that we've been up against, which means if you've been up against some pressure, that means you are in a position to where you can learn something. I'm just saying. But these videos, man, you're gonna see pure hatred. You're gonna see stuff breaking down and explaining both sides. Like I say, I ain't with no side and I ain't pushing no agenda. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just here just because I like doing what I'm doing and researching things on my own. And if you feel the same way, that's why you watching this with me, and we just gonna react together, because that's what reaction video. If y'all want to know what a reaction video is, I can pick anything out there, and us as a community, we could talk about it. You know, and I know it's a lot of things that a lot of people want to talk about. If you want to talk about something on this platform, I'll let you get on with me, and you can put out these videos too, and we can do the same thing. I ain't tripping. I ain't trying to hold nothing and try to make something, but I just know that I'm the brand. You understand what I'm saying? Come see by me is the brand. I'm not building my brand. I am the brand, and I like doing what I'm doing. But let's get back to these videos, though.
With the fact that people are very unhappy with the economy and want to change in their life. So when they ask Kamala Harris, what would you do differently than Joe Biden? And her answer is not a thing. That will lose you the election. Secondly, when North Carolina gets drilled with one of the worst hurricanes on record, and you tweet that you're going to send $174 million to people in Lebanon and give $700 to the people of North Carolina, that makes people hate you. And it makes people start realizing you've abandoned them and you're not going to help them. So if you want to keep blaming everything on racism and sexism, you're going to continue to lose every election because you refuse to understand the American people. They don't care about transgenderism. They don't care about all the things you're trying to shove down their throat. They don't care about Trump's morality. They wanted a change, and you refuse to provide the change. That's why Trump won, and that's why Kamala lost.
This message is for black
How y'all
women
feel
and
about
black
that?
women only. Today, the entire country let us know where we stood. The entire country told us we were on our own. The entire country collectively told us we are tired.
And and if you're a black woman, if you're watching, I want you to put a comment in the chat and tell me if you agree with whatever she is about to say. Whatever she about to say, I want to see if you agree with it. If you're gonna watch this later on, still put in the comments if you are on the side with this young lady right here. All my black females.
Tired of the popular narrative, if you're in trouble, go find a black woman. No, we are in the front lines of so many marches and causes that have very little to do with us. That's got to stop. Over the next 4 years, we got to pour into each other and ourselves like we've been pouring into other people. We are constantly getting let down, beat down by everybody around us. That's got to stop. From now on, we literally need to mind our business. Don't ask us for nothing, because we're taking this moment to rest. Don't expect anything, because we're taking this moment to rest. Black women, we got to pour into ourselves, into our families, and other black women. I'll admit, I'm not completely surprised that this happened. The entire has never held back on their dislike and disdain for black men. And as black women, we just continue to love and pour into the world anyway, even though they don't like us. Over the next 4 years, we've got to mind our business. We've got to start a business, start earning and saving. We have to start pouring into ourselves and each other, black women. And then we got to rest. We're going to rest.
Yep, I said it before. Hey, man, hey, black women that's watching, you gonna watch later on. Let me know if you agree with what she's saying, man. Let's continue with these videos. Keep on rocking with me, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and go on here and subscribe, man. Go on subscribe to the channel, man.
I ain't never heard of him being racist prior to running for president. That's just me, though. I mean, because any two ways you look at it, the man won his presidency without the black vote. What he need it for? What he need us for? Tell me what he need me for. He don't need me. But for some reason, he always get up on that stage talking about how low black unemployment is. Because he legitimately cares. You never heard Obama get on stage talking about black unemployment. He couldn't. Because under his first 2 years with a Democratic Congress, it doubled. Black unemployment under Barack Obama doubled. How many of y'all know that? It doubled. It literally doubled. It went from 8% to 16%. How you get around that and no media say nothing about that? But Donald Trump getting it to the lowest it's ever been recorded. Like I said, he don't need us. He does not need the black vote. The black vote didn't put him in office. The black vote ain't going to take him out of office. But the fact that he gets up there on them stages every chance he get and tells us how we are doing, because I ain't going to say that. We too crazy to realize it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? He had to do that. He ain't got to get up there when he was running for president. He didn't have to get out there talking about, what do you have to lose? Vote for me. He didn't have to do that. But he did. And we grateful that he did. You know, it's some smart folks out there that happen to be darker skinned like me. You just got to find them.
Some of us,
see, a lot of them scared to say something because they scared somebody going to say something back to me. I'm a step.
Talk, Queen.
What's
Talk to him.
You got something to say about Donald Trump? What? I ain't got no MAGA hat. My damn head too damn big to be trying to wear a MAGA hat. So I can't wear no MAGA hat I know where. But I got a MAGA sweater in there that I wear. I wore it to work. Nobody said nothing. I'm a big old bitch.
KSBM t-shirt you can wear. I got a KSBM t-shirt you can wear. Yeah. Got one of them. I'm supposed to give that away pretty soon. I'm supposed to just give it away. You know what I'm saying? You want to come see my me shirt, you be the first one to put something in the comments. How about that? That's what we gonna do. That's how we gonna do that. You get at me. I'll get your information in and thing. You gotta be the first one to comment. You gotta be the first one to subscribe. How many subscribers I got? 2, a hot 2. Nigga, on my 10th subscriber. On my 10th subscriber, I'll give away a free shirt. Real talk. Let's get back to this video.
Hey, go ahead and ask me a question.
What the fuck you gonna do if Trump get reelected?
What am I going to do if Trump get reelected? Probably get a significant tax break.
Got that man up quick, didn't he? Shut him up real quick, huh?
They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families?
What y'all think about that, man? Spam that up in the comments.
Their problem was getting finance for their business. Well, 25 years later, I run into them separately. They don't know each other. They might, I don't know, but I didn't put them together. Question, did you ever get that loan or that finance to get your business? Yeah. Well, what happened? Who'd you get it from? I got it from Donald Trump. And, you know, not only did they get the finance, they tell a tale that, well, I don't even know if it's a tale, but the story is when they gave him the term check, he asked them if they were happy with what they were doing, were they satisfied? They said, this is what I'm supposed to get, yeah, and he tore the contract up, tore the check up, said, my gift to you. And their problem was getting finance for their business. Well, 25 years later, I run into them separately. They don't know each other. They might, I don't know, but I didn't put them together. Question.
Oh, yeah, I need it.
Did you ever get that loan or that finance to get your business? Yeah. Well, what happened? Who'd you get it from? I got it from Donald Trump. And, you know, not only did they get the finance, they tell a tale that, well, I don't even know if it's a tale, but the story is when they gave him the term check, he asked them if they were happy with what they were doing, were they satisfied? He said, this is what I'm supposed to get, yeah, and he tore the contract up, tore the check up, said, my gift to you.
Yeah, I think I played that twice. Yeah.
African Americans built this nation. You built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it. Bigger than you were given credit for. Does that make sense? Right? Yep. But through generations of blood, sweat, and tears, and you deserve a government that defends your interests, protects your families, and cares for our own citizens first. My administration is fighting with everyone and all our heart to reverse the pain inflicted by Democrat leaders and to deliver hope and opportunity and prosperity for all Americans, but for African American communities all throughout our land.
Y'all hear that? All through our land.
If Kamala Harris wins the 2024 presidency, then the economic depression that was meant for Donald Trump will fall to her administration. And so this is a message for you educated liberals and progressives who somehow missed what's obvious about the economy. We can't afford to be progressive anymore. Like, we printed money, right? We opened borders, flooded the census, which indirectly impacted the cost of living to rise. That's why you can't afford anything. We could not afford to fund Ukraine for your democracy. We could not afford to fund Iran either, but we are. We're spurring World War III. We can't afford to do that, but we are. So here's my point. If you want to focus and fixate on Kamala Harris's genitals and her brown skin, I hope you understand political strategy is making a fool out of you. You see, it's Donald Trump that's supposed to take all the blame for the incoming economic depression. Now that you want to support Kamala Harris at the rate that you're supporting her, that guarantees that she's going to inherit it. And that guarantees that you're going to be going through a depression as an economy together while under her administration. And she just showed you that she's incompetent. She showed you, look at her resume on the border. She showed you that her Marxist subscriptions make her incompetent. They disqualify her from being the leader of the country. And now I'll tell you Republicans and you independents something. I want you to take a fine look at a thought experiment that's just right there. If you pay attention, it's right there in front of your eyes. If you put Donald Trump in the White House, he will be on the end of coups, impeachments. He will take the blame for an economic downturn. This is all to mean that you have to ask yourself, whose administration do you want? You're going through a depression. The depression is very real. It's coming. And it's going to be very scary, and it's going to expose that the same systems that we're trying to abolish and bring down right now are the same systems we're dependent upon. And so I guess in a bid to just stand on the business I stand on when it comes to national divorce, because strictly, the establishment has made a fool out of us. And we're also dealing with liberals and progressives who absolutely 100% show that they sacrifice everything for their ideology. You know, good for them, I guess. At the end of the day, we have no business sharing a union from this moment forward. If you actually let Kamala Harris ascend to the White House and make a move to secede from the union, you have to make that your fight. You can actually make her presidency moot in your state. You can cut off the policies that travel from the White House to a state near you. You'd be safer going through a depression without Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is going to be focused on taking your guns. She's going to be focused on all the stuff that women generally are, all the feelings stuff. Meanwhile, you're going to see an age where you have to protect your resources and your food and your families and yourselves. Do you want Kamala Harris to be the chief and commander? If you do, listen up. And this is not to be vulgar, but I hope her genitalia and her melanin and her strong black queen energy gets you through the economic depression that was meant to fall on Donald Trump's lap. Congrats, you got played.
Whoa.
Yo, guys, I think you saw Donald Trump in Detroit. Did you see that? Yeah. Donald Trump's in Detroit. He's in the hood meeting with community leaders. And they said, Donald, Obama's never been to the hood. Joe Biden went to an NAACP meeting and he's never come to the hood. But you, Donald, you came to the hood. Huh? We appreciate you. It's an honor. He said, it's my honor for me to be here in the hood, in Detroit, Motown, my favorite place. I love the Temptations, love the Supremes. Some of my favorite music comes out of Detroit. And one of the main reasons why I'm here is because I'm a felon. And I know there are a lot of felons in this neighborhood. It's a pretty shitty neighborhood. And that's why I'm here, to get your votes and to get the fuck out of here.
The smarter you are, the more you know. Happiness is a trap. It can't last forever. Let's say you meet the love of your life. Well, it's still gonna end. It's inevitable, whether by the slow pull of a disease or the shock of loose footing on a hiking trail, whether it be the corrosion of two personalities that reshape each other until they're incompatible, or maybe the old stranger in a bar who says the things that need to be said to that person that night. The point is, happiness always ends. Best case scenario, think about this. Best case is that you die at the same time. Yikes.
When you have been called to be a light worker, when you are working with major spiritual gifts, spiritually inclined, if you will, there are at least 5 major chief spirits that will always come for you. Spirit number 1, the Jezebel spirit. This spirit comes to steal, kill, and destroy, as all spirits do, but its main aim is to manipulate and control you. Its ploy is to destroy your spiritual seed. Spirit number 2, a perverse spirit. So the spirit of perversion doesn't just associate with sexual deviancy. A spirit of perversion is also associated with gossip, malice, envy, jealousy, slander, and betrayal. This spirit's main ploy is to conjure up division, confusion, conflict, and chaos. And it hinders your ability to be able to practice pure self-control. Spirit number 3 is the monitoring spirit. So this spirit is known for gathering information, taking notes, and bringing it back to a group of people. So this spirit's main goal is to exploit your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses, your deficiencies in order to prove a point that you aren't who you say you are. Now this spirit mainly uses social media to keep an eye on you, or it may use other people to act and serve as a friend of yours and gaining them into the spiritual realm of darkness to report back to them what's going on in your life. Spirit number 4, Leviathan, also known as a water spirit or a marine spirit. Now this spirit operates in a very major way because it's the way of the world. So it's hard to identify this spirit because the majority of people are battling this spirit. Now this spirit operates in the form of disillusion, whoredom, defilement, sexual immoralities, and of course a lot of people struggle with this spirit, so it looks normal to modern day society. Its goal is to keep us comfortable living with spiritual immoralities, demonic forces and entities. It actually comes in the form of spiritual husbands and wives. You ever heard that saying, make sure you're not sleeping with the enemy? Well, that's real. We got to be more careful. We have to make sure that we're not sleeping with a Leviathan. And the 5th demon, who is the prince of all demons, is Beelzebub, aka Satan, aka Lucifer. Beelzebub translates in the Hebrew as the Lord of Flies. And we all know that Satan's main goal is to steal, kill, and destroy. In addition to presenting us with temptations that are difficult for us to overcome. So this spirit makes accusations. It accuses us of things that we actually may have done. This spirit pushes self-doubt upon us, and it makes us believe that we aren't who we are called to be, that we aren't called to be the light and the salt of the earth. So if you know without a shadow of a doubt that you have been called to a higher calling, if you know that you have been sent to this earth to be a light worker, to shed your light upon the earth, then more than likely you are going to struggle, face, experience these 5 chief spirits.
Dolphin. What y'all feel about that? I know I feel a certain way about that. I really do. I feel really touched. I feel like, how do you know me? You know, how do you know me? So, if you got any type of feelings, you go on there, you put on there what you think off in the comments. But anyway, let's get back to these videos, man. Get to breaking down what that sonar thing is about what them dolphins do.
Echolocation. Echolocation is the original language we spoke on this planet. That's why in Predator, they show the predator doing what? He's doing clicks. He uses echolocation. All right? But do you know what the fuck echolocation really is? That's them transferring the chi out of their soul, because dolphins have souls. Did you know that? Right. So the reason that echolocation works for a fucking dolphin or a whale is because they actually have a soul, and they release that solar energy, and it's called solar technology. And they took the solar part off, and they called it sonar technology. So when dolphins use echolocation, they call that sonar, S-O-N-A-R technology. But the soul, the S and O, comes from the S and O from solar, because dolphins have spirit and soul, because dolphins are also fucking gods.
Did you know that there used to be a birthing center in Hawaii that was a dolphin-assisted birth center, where you'd go and you'd interact with these dolphins giving birth, and something very miraculous would happen? Keep in mind, the mainstream media went full smear campaign on anyone even considering having a dolphin-assisted birth. Did you know that dolphins are the only creature that you are legally prohibited from interacting with unless you're in a registered facility like SeaWorld? So why is that? At these birth centers, a strange phenomenon would happen where the women who are pregnant would be sitting in the water, and the dolphins would come around and start swimming in circles around them. They would create a natural vortex around the woman, and they would use their sonar to allegedly psychically heal and interact with the baby, the unborn baby. A man named Igor Charkovsky assisted thousands of underwater dolphin-assisted births with women from around the world, and the results are astounding. And you could say that's why they have tried to ban dolphin-assisted births. Here's the birthing center in Hawaii that has since been closed down after no one was harmed, no animals were injured, and yet thousands of women were giving birth with dolphins around and had an amazing time. But what was the results of this? Children born dolphin-assisted birth had higher IQ, higher physical capabilities at a younger age. They were able to walk sooner. They were able to talk sooner. Something happened with these dolphins and these humans that increased their mental, cognitive, and physical abilities. You may be wondering, how is this possible? Isn't a dolphin just a damn dumb fish? Two ways to figure out how exactly you can gauge the intelligence of an animal. One of them is the brain size. Another one is the folds, in the brain, which are indicative of the amount of neural cells that can be present. Dolphins have some of the most folds in their neocortex than any other animal on Earth, which means they could be extremely advanced, and we wouldn't know it because we don't know how to speak dolphin. Here we have a mainstream news article saying experts blast couple for flying to Hawaii for a dolphin-assisted birth. They're trying to make people never consider such a situation. In my opinion, they are hiding a specific, perhaps even ancient practice of giving birth with dolphins present.
What y'all feel about them dolphins and what they have to offer us as human beings? And a whole nother language that we tap into. We need to find there and get in that water. We ain't getting in no water, talk to no dolphin. But just imagine if that dolphin get up and start walking. I'm just saying, man.
This is what they don't want people to know. This is esoteric knowledge. Esoteric means hidden. So you have esoteric knowledge and you have esoteric knowledge. Esoteric knowledge is what the masses know. You see, you got to learn how to decipher the Bible, because the Bible is a book of allegories. That means stories with hidden meanings. That's why Jesus talked in parables. So everything in the Bible is talking about the brain, the human body, and sun worship. It's talking about sun worship because the sun gives life to the world. You see, that's what it's talking about. Everything that you're reading in the Bible is not to be taken literally. It's to be taken spiritually. It's not for the mind, it's for the spirit. So if you don't understand what you're reading, then you're going to take it and interpret it literally, because nothing in there actually happened. It's a book. It's a book. It's not an autobiography. It's a book. Anything that you're reading is just another man's thoughts. Anything that you're reading is just another man's thoughts. So you got to understand, the way that God speaks to people is telepathically. So whoever wrote the Bible, they got the information through their head. You see, whoever wrote this book right here, this is just another man's thoughts. So the purpose is to have discernment and to understand what you perceive to be the truth or what you perceive not be the truth. Because there's only one truth, and the truth is inside of you. God is not in no book. God is not in no church. God is inside of you. So you have to take care of you. You have to love you. And loving you is loving God, because God is you. That's why it tells you, love God like you love your neighbor, like you love yourself, because that's you. You see? The universal laws is karma. Whatever you put out is coming back to you, because it came from without inside of you. So that's why they say only God can judge you. That's just like if you go whoop your kid, because I'm gonna show you how only God can judge you, because somebody on this live done did this before. If you don't have a bad day at work, and then you come home and you upset for something that happened to you at work, and then you go home and you go hit your kid because something that you had that went on at work, you take it out on your child, you know you was wrong. So you got to judge yourself. You're going to feel bad because you did that. And then later on, you be like, come here, baby. I'm sorry I did that, because God is in you. The infinite intelligence is going to make you feel bad about yourself. That's just like if you go in the store and you go steal something. You know you weren't supposed to steal that. But if you get away with it, you know that you did something wrong. So you got good and you got evil. It's all inside of you. The only person that could judge you is yourself. You feel me? Is yourself. So the next person judging you can't judge the next person, because they only can judge themselves. You feel me? You're supposed to love the next person. You don't judge the next person. You love the next person. You see, I don't preach the Bible. I teach the Bible because God doesn't have a religion. Do you know that everything is interconnected? I done studied every single religion it is to get to the truth, because the more that you learn, you realize that you don't know anything. So yeah, I'm intelligent. Yeah, I know things, but I really don't know nothing, because every day I'm learning something new. I'm like, dang, information is infinite. So it's new information that's coming to the universe every single day. You see, so I learn from people. I learn things from people. And what I do is, this is how I learn. Because the best teacher and the best learner is a person that teaches themselves. So everything that I know, I have taught myself. And when I learn from other people and I hear them, I have a spirit of discernment. So what I do is, how I learn is, I take the information in my conscious mind, and whatever I feel like is truth to me, I go research it. And I dig deep. That's what they call it, diving deep. I dig deep. And then once I've come to the spirit of discernment of truth, then I present it to you. Because most of the information that I have doesn't come out of a book. It comes from the source. You see, it comes from the source because I'm tapped into the source. Everybody's tapped into the source. But I get my sunlight. Every 8 minutes and 30 seconds that you look up under the sun, that's called sun gazing. The eyes are the key to the brain. So when you look into the brain, the rays are going to your eyes and it's sending information to your brain waves. So then you're not gonna know exactly what it is right then. Like now, I might just start talking and the information that I got from sun gazing might just come out fluently. But I don't understand where it came from, but I understand that I got that download from the sun, you see? So that's why I make sure that I get the sun, because that's what is providing everything. Even the Pope is what controls all the churches in this world. See, the way that I teach the Bible, they wouldn't allow me to get a church, because then I'll be waking too many people up. Just like in the church, you go to church and then at the church, what they give you. If y'all want to go eat in the church, they're gonna give you soul food. And they call it soul food because it's destroying your soul. It tells you in Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, people go to church and read the Bible. It tells you Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, God gave you every fruit bearing seed and every plant on the earth to eat for meat. That's what it tells you. And then as soon as church goes over, you go into the cafeteria in the church to eat chicken, neck bones, cornbread, ham hock, all this stuff that is destroying your soul. You see, destroying your soul. But you just got out of church in Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, that God said he gave you every fruit-bearing seed and every vegetable on the face of this earth to eat as fruit. You see, to eat as meat on the planet. You see, to eat as meat on the planet. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They're not telling you to take care of your body. You see, fish is not good for you anyways. You got to understand, we're not meant to eat any animals, because animals have souls. Animals have souls, and animals have DNA. DNA carries mineral. Do you know fish eat fish? Do you know fish carries mercury, and mercury causes cancer? So if you eat fish, then fish causes cancer. I can go get a pack of, matter of fact, let me show you. Who got a pack of sardines in here? If I go get a pack of sardines, it tell you on the back of the pack of the sardines that it causes cancer. So that's how they get away with everything that they do, because they tell you right there in your face. But it's on you to determine if you want to eat it, because you got seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, and touching. This is how you experience this human experience. So you have a choice what you want to do with these 5 senses. If you want to eat something to tell you that it causes cancer, that's your choice. You see? That's your choice. Facts. I'm only been plant-based. I've been plant-based for 4 years now, and that's what changed my life. That's how I got intelligence, because fruits and vegetables, fruits that are good for you give you information, and foods that are bad for you give you inflammation. I'm just telling you the truth, because that's what I am. You got to understand, whatever you eat, anything that you eat, you gotta look at what the animal is. Okay, you can eat animals if you want to, because you're just considered an omnivore, but we're frugivores. But the purpose is to eat more fruits and vegetables to fight off the things that those animals eat. That's just like they say that you get protein from meat. There's no such thing as protein. They lie to you. Protein means protons. Cows eat grass, so cows get the protons from the grass that the cows are eating. So that protein that they're telling you that you're eating from the cows, you're actually getting it from the grass that the cows eat, because cows eat grass. You see? So you got to understand, whatever that animal eats, that's what you eat. That's just like if you eat crab, lobster, and shrimp. They all eat doo-doo. So you eat crab, lobster, and shrimp. You're just eating doo-doo because they eat doo-doo.
Not that it cut off when they said you was eating doo-doo. As soon as that man said you was eating doo-doo, the thing, doo-doo-doo. Hey, man, what y'all know? What y'all feel about what he said? Got a lot of truth in it, but still, wherever he was delivering it from, like I say, man, everybody be looking for the message. But sometimes they want to look at the messenger kind of, I don't know, spam it up in the comments if you could take it, no matter where, yeah, man, that shit made sense. So just, make sure you stay out of there. Stay out of there, brother. We don't want you in there telling us anything right now, man. You get out here and you do the same thing, you hear me? Holler at us. I know we're going to see you again because that was some good shit. You know what I'm saying? Back to the videos, though, y'all. Come see about me.
Okay, get in here, America. Check out this new discovery of indigenous
Get in
tribes
here,
up in
America.
Antarctica. Oh,
America.
Have y'all heard of the Bashenga tribe? Pictures of the Bashenga people along with leaked CIA documents have been circulating the dark web. This is super weird. It's said that this tribe was taken from West Africa to Antarctica as part of an experiment to see if melanated people could survive in the cold. But it gets really dark because the population of the tribe was reportedly ended after an anthropologist accidentally brought smallpox to the community. Strange is that there are pictures of artifacts and very tall wooden structures. Where did they get the wood from? Were there trees in Antarctica? Over time, the Bashenga people were claimed to have adapted to the cold in strange and amazing ways. They were happy to swim in the freezing sea and wore very little clothing, thriving in conditions that should have been impossible for them to endure. Researchers were apparently baffled by this, unable to understand how these adaptations were possible and unable to understand the language. The reports also describe a strange event involving the Bashenga people drinking a strange brown liquid and hallucinating, but there are no further details.
Now, what's going on here, America? It seems like we keep on finding these indigenous melanated people all over the world, even in the North Pole, even in the Antarctica, all through Russia, all through Europe, all through Asia, all through America, all through Africa. I mean, it seems like we all over the world, and we've been there all over the world, and we've been there. But the big question is, America, why we wasn't taught this in school?
Thanks for watching. This video is for entertainment only, but if you know, you know.
You know, you know. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get my big screen up here. Yes. Yes. So, thank y'all for rocking with me tonight, man. Those were the reaction videos. Post-election craziest TikToks, man. Got some real stuff going on. Have you seen it from both sides? How people feel about the election, how people feel about the people who voted and how they voted and how they, how the person that's in charge, who he targets and who he don't target. We just I want to make it make sense to see if it's fair all across the board. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're looking at. We ain't here to judge. We ain't here to turn nobody out and say everybody's weird, nothing like that. But simply to show these videos on TikToks, man, I'm gonna find them, and if they're gonna raise their vibration, they're gonna raise your vibration. Somebody get something from it. That's what it's all about, man. Say, man, y'all stay healthy out there. Y'all stay good. Keep your eyes open, your spiritual eyes open, man, so you can see what's going on behind the veils. You can protect your family at all times, and you can be in the same rhythm. Therefore, your family can be in the same rhythm, and there won't be no friction or nothing. But you got to get all the malice and all the jealousy and all the hatred and you got to forgive. You got to forgive your damn self before you forgive anybody else. And you can't blame nobody else for whatever the fuck you're going through. And you can't blame nobody for how the fuck it turned out. Because at the end of the day, it turned out because it was you, and it's supposed to turn out the way that it turned out for you. And you have to embrace that shit because, man, we believe that we don't deserve certain type of shit, but when in this thing called life, you gotta you be in alignment of things, you know what I'm saying? It just lines right up like the numbers are lined up, just like the date, your birthday, your birth, your search, all that shit is one. All that shit is entangled in one. So, you know, once you start putting your mind into one, you know, just like I like cutting out words, you know, cutting out words and sentences, because if that means I'm cutting my sentences short, that means I got to cut my conversation short. But I shouldn't cut my conversation short if I know what I want. And I know that I am gonna be one of the top content creators out here doing reaction videos. I'm gonna put that out there. The community is gonna help me get there. I'm gonna be one of the top, Jack. Yeah, shouts out to the ones I seen do it before. Dre OG, I Am Health, them the ones that I watch right now. Perky, shout out to them. Shout out to the ones who led the way in this whole reaction videos. It's another one. He right there on the Mr. Right, I think that's what it is. And there's one more too. What's his name? God dog Matrika. Shout out to him. The one with the god dog with the voice. iTrack. Yeah. Shout out to each and every last one of them that I said, because I watch them on the daily, and that's who gave me the inspiration to jump out here and to give y'all the same type of flavor in my own version of it, because that's all it is, just a version of it. Dre OG was the first one that I watched, so I got major props for him. Major love him. But hey, man, thank y'all for rocking with me. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this page. Y'all make sure y'all get on and with the team, and we gonna roll out. Yeah, and hey, follow my people on Facebook. For all my other people, man, when they send stars, they don't mean send the gift. That means you gotta buy you some stars, and then you gotta give me the stars, and then that's gonna give me the money. That's how they go. You can send me that gift. I appreciate it, Annie, and everything, but hey, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Everybody, y'all know, y'all in the star game. I ain't begging for the stars. It's just that, you know, the stars make it feel like, okay, all right, okay, my work won't go in vain. That's all that stuff is. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And y'all, we gonna end it just like this. You feel me?
For me to know we here now, believe it, brokers. I am on my shit, and you know it's true. Ask your bitch, she know it too. Why you think she can up with the crew? I am on my shit. Can you see me? No. Everybody always wanna see me flow. I show stop there and seen I'm on. Cause I am on my shit.
I'm on mine. They know why. She's so shy. I'm so fly. The thought of it open up her eye. The grind in me, she say that's my guy. Pine cone fresh, she asks why. Fresh head to toe, baby girl, you'll be surprised. Boss status, we some wise guys. Super size, baby girl, you're small fry. Do something like that, I'm nothing like that. Whole Southside nigga, you boss, I'm back. The more you hate it just makes me laugh. Don't be mad at me, you need to be mad at yourself. Can't stand backstabbers, talk about you and laugh with you. Then they get mad at you when you learn how to deal with them. I'm a heart and I got no patience, ignorance, and I'm not gonna take it. Tequila shot and I don't even taste it. Promethazine, expensive tasting. 6 and 8 and I stay betting. Bet the bar, you know I'm drinking. Get it, I'm the drink man. Purple like the Kool-Aid man. Patty cake, I got a baker's hand. Get rid of these grams as fast as I can. Roll it up, put one in the air, man.
Open after race, always at first, cause that's the place. Don't know what I'm on if that's the case, bitch. I am on my shit, and they see it though. What I got most for me to know, we here now, believe it, brokers. I am on my shit, and you know it's true. Ask your bitch, she know it too. Why you think she can live with the crew? I am on my shit. Can you see me? No. Everybody always wanna see me flow. I show stop every scene I'm on, cause I am on my shit.